Well, hello and good morning.
Hey guys.
It is a federal holiday that you don't get paid in for.
What?
It's a federal holiday that's unpaid. It's
It's
just
Taco Tuesday.
well, I'm gonna tell you. It's why you doing that. That's not what you do for federal
It's an
holidays.
announcement.
Oh,
Oh,
it's an
okay.
announcement.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead and announce.
Oh well, we got a
Hey,
crazy couple is out there on the water.
In the middle of somewhere.
And yep. Well, I think today is a port day, last port day for Scott and Beth, and it just so happens to be their anniversary.
Yeah.
hey,
Crazy kid
Yes.
out
bada
there
bing, bada
sailing and
boom.
stuff.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's
That's
why I
very
think
nice of you.
Yes,
It's
it's a federal holiday.
federal holiday.
There we go.
Unpaid federal
That's
holiday.
that's for you.
Yeah, it is our 14th wedding anniversary.
Hey, hey.
Poor lady.
We were each married once before, and my first marriage lasted about the same amount of time, and Beth was only married for about 3 years in her first marriage. So, but we've been married for 14 years. So
All
Beth's an
right.
accountant. Beth's an accountant. She doesn't do personal taxes, but she does corporate taxes. But she's an accountant. And when we were trying to decide when to get married, we wanted to get married after we had been engaged for a long time. So we didn't rush into our marriage or anything. Um, but we wanted to get married as soon as possible because we were kind of at the point where, okay, it's time to get married. So she needed to wait until after the important accountant day, which is
Yes.
tax day,
April 15th.
April 15th. So we
Yep.
got married the next day in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, where my family lives and where my grandparents and great grandparents and everything else got married as well. So
That'll work.
Mm.
Well, good morning, y'all. I know that you are in Roatan today. Any big plans? You just staying on the ship and doing the anniversary thing, or what?
yeah, unfortunately, we just don't get off the ship. I always think to myself, maybe I'll get off and look around, but I never end up doing it. We always just stay on. I mean, we've been to Roatan many times, and we've explored Roatan. We've taken the tours, and we've seen all over the island. And we've gone to the eco parks and hugged the sloths and did it all. So there's not really, we could have done a beach day too, but we just decided we, wouldn't do that, and we would just hang out. And we have dinner reservations at the steakhouse tonight. So this
All right.
this particular ship, this ship only has two specialty restaurants anyway. So it was either the steakhouse or some other just kind of like non-specific type of food. Like it's not an Italian, it's not seafood. It's just kind of, so we just decided we would go to the steakhouse.
Cool beans. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I'm Jeremy. This is Cheryl. Up top, we got Scott and Eddie. And good morning to hashtag Team Replay. If you are here for the replay, good morning. Welcome in and enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
But for the meantime and in between time, I know we got people in the chat. We got a whole lot of people in the chat, so I got to cook right through this thing. First up in the chat is Yo. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it in. Good morning.
Viva la raza!
Midlife Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And it's always good to see the membership come through here. If you are a member on any one of our channels, you're going to get hearts automatically if you attend the show and you let us know you're right here in the chat with us. We appreciate your membership. Do not think that we don't. We thank you guys so much. Next up in the chat is Backlash Fisherman. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Oh, Matt.
Next up is Cruising with Keith. Hello. Welcome in.
What's up?
Controversial Cruising is next. Arizona in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Woo. I know y'all getting hot in there.
I know y'all hot in Arizona.
Kathy Mills has made it in. Hello.
Hey, Kathy.
Good morning.
The Cruise Nuts have made it in. Good morning, Pineapple Squad.
Yes.
And we finally got a pineapple up on our thing, but it doesn't show through very well. So I might have to do something with that on the background. Make sure it comes through for y'all. Cruising with Keith has a programming update. I would be doing my live Friday, but it might be at 8 p.m. due to work.
Okay.
So there might be a little scheduling change for this week, I believe. And then he'll get back. Canadian Family Life, what is on the grill today?
Hey, Tiffany.
Let us know.
And family.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's got some pretty kids.
Right. PK Adventure Travels, good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
Oh, snap. Ahoy there, Captain Billy J. Travels.
Oh, let him in again.
I know, right?
Welcome.
Oh,
We-
don't tell him, Dad. He'll be back tomorrow.
Speaking of the First Lady herself, Elizabeth has made it in. Hello.
Happy anniversary.
Yep.
I'll do it like this. Hey, babe.
Yeah. Hey, babe. That's for you right there. Today's the
No,
national holiday, and that'll work.
Hey, babe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hang on.
She was like, yesterday was a C day, so she's data jonesing. So
Mhm.
now she has data again today, so she's over there on her phone.
Yep.
Mm.
All right. Well, that will work. Daisy Edelin, good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome into
Good morning.
And yep, see, here's some more tax things. And I saw a Ferrari in y'all's most recent Instagram post. I saw that this morning. That is a nice car.
Let me tell you what I mean. Their vlogs, they went to this bridge thing. They did a guided tour.
Mhm.
And this guy was telling them about all of these things. If you want to see some stuff that I've not ever seen,
Yeah. Go check out their channel.
please.
It's a true adventure channel. It's not just cruises.
Mm-mm.
They go everywhere.
They
And
go
I
everywhere.
saw that nice
Mhm.
black Ferrari up in there this morning. So
I'll be
yeah,
looking
follow
at
them on Insta, YouTube, everywhere.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
check them out. Life with Lucy and
PK
Glenn.
Adventure Travels is not just cruising either. They
Yeah.
go a lot of really great places, including the fish market.
Nice.
They went to the fish market in I think in Pensacola maybe or something. I don't know, somewhere in where it's cold in Florida, right?
Oh, nice.
And I was like, very interesting. They somehow made the trip to the fish market like an interesting vlog. I was really
Right.
surprised with that. So again, hats off to PK Adventure
Yes.
Travel.
We need to hit up a farmer's market.
We don't have one.
I know, right? Leonard Family Fun has came in with the day of the day. And we thank Tanisha, first of all, for doing this for us. We
Thank you
really,
so
really,
much.
really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Good morning. Happy National Bean Counter Day.
Mm-mm.
National Healthcare Decisions Day.
Yes.
National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day.
I wish.
We should have did that.
Oh my God. Let me go.
Oh my
change.
God. We're out of
I'm
uniform.
gonna go change. And put some pajamas.
Mhm. National Orchid Day
Those are pretty.
and National Eggs Benedict Day.
Mm,
Smile and be happy today.
yes.
Celebrate accordingly.
I'll be right back.
Backlash Fisherman says off today, so nap time. Well, have a good nap. Leonard Family Fun is listening and driving. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, snap. House of X Entertainment Inc. has made it in. What's up, fellas?
Oh, he'll be back. He'll give you your music.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
That's right. Woohoo. Yep. Wrapping up of tax season. I know we're all busy, especially if you're self-employed like us creators are. Peer runners have made it in. Good
Hey,
morning.
Tracy.
Yep.
Good
It is a
morning.
busy season for us. Scott Smith has made it in. Driving and listening. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And PK Adventure Travel says, ooh, I love Roatan. Our favorite place is to snorkel at
Bananas.
Tabiana Beach.
Tabiana.
Tabiana? Okay, I got it.
Bananas.
No, That wasn't a banana.
Yeah, it
That might have
was.
been a peach, but it's not a banana. The best snorkel from the beach where we have found in the Caribbean, where you don't have
Yeah,
to go.
I think they did a video from there or whatever on their channel as well. So
Nice. And the Cruise Nuts have came in with a donation of nuts and fresh fruit in the chat. Thank you so much.
These nuts.
These nuts has came in. Hello. Midlife Travels, check your Instagram. House of X has sent you a message. All creators check your Instagram because you never know when we coming through with a message too. I'm serious. You write people on Instagram, it's like you never wrote them at all.
Bacon bread bun. Oh.
Ooh. Canadian Family Life has a lunch update here. Baking bread, buns, and cheesy breadsticks today. Then bangers and mash for dinner. Anybody care to elaborate what bangers and mash is?
Mash is potatoes.
Is that
mash? It's sausage and mashed potatoes. That's all it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
it's English. It's English sausage, and I'm
okay. Cruising on the high seas
and travel
has made it in. Good morning. Came in green today. I see you.
I thought it was cruising on the high seas and shawarma.
No, but that is an idea. Just don't put the hummus on it. Oh my God, I that was a lesson learned for me. He says, "Good day, y'all. Hey, Daredevil Cheryl. Jeremy knows what I'm referring to. Willing to clump that big, massive tower to change a light bulb for the flight
for $22,000.
$20,000? No, I'm not going up there
okay.
for any amount of money. That's too much wind headed up that way.
Okay, baby, I have to go.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'll be back.
We'll see you right back. Love
Texas.
Yeah. The dude that changes the light bulbs on the highest towers and stuff makes like 20 grand for a half an hour of work. I'm like, and good for him. I can't do it. And
come on, man, you can do it.
No, sir. PK Adventure Travel says, yes, it is in Pensacola, Florida. I would be willing to learn how to do it via drone. I mean, if there was a way to change a light bulb with the drone, I guess we could do it. But the winds are so high up there that you really got to tie yourself off.
You say
you are tied on. They do have a safety harness that they're on when they go up there.
Yep. Will G says, happy anniversary. Hello. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Yep. And then let me see. Joe Patty in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, that's the name of the fish market. It's called Joe Patty.
Hey, National Taco Tuesday. Yes, sir. It is Taco Tuesday.
Pepperoni tacos.
Joe Patty's here in Pensacola. That's where PK was. Great seafood marketplace.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'm sure it's a great, market. It looked like a great market. It's just like, it doesn't mean you can make an interesting video about it, but they did. At least it was interesting to me. So,
okay, Cruise Nuts. Yes, hummus is good, but the hummus that they put on the shawarma on the Mardi Gras was like really, really bitter, and it threw off the whole entire thing. I couldn't enjoy it because it had sand in my mouth. I wasn't ready for it. And I could have left it off and then went over to the salad bar and put some ranch on it. It would have been completely good.
Well, it's just chickpeas, right?
It threw off the whole thing for me. I still ate the whole thing, because it was lamb.
It's just,
what are you complaining about?
Smashed up Chick-fil-A. It's just like mushed up chickpeas, right? So I guess there's a certain graininess to them.
Oh, okay. Canadian Family Life says aiming for 6 p.m. Atlantic. I think she's talking to Controversial up here. I missed some things. Controversial says 28 days till Alaska. I know that's going to be exciting right there. Yep. Midlife Travel says, first of all, welcome in. Good morning. Not sure.
Good morning.
117 days till our 2-week cruise. That'll work.
2 weeks are the best.
Yeah, I know.
I
And
mean,
we're getting our countdown too, you know.
Yeah, but they go by so fast. I mean, look, this is
Yeah.
like the day after tomorrow, we're off the ship already. I'm like,
Right.
does that happen already?
Yep.
Mhm.
And let me see. Yes. See, no bueno. That's alert for a moment, still listening. Okay, so good. We are caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for me to show you our view today. Let's see what the deal is. You know that. Oh, I thought the trailer was still parked, but nope. It is looking like it's overcast today. So let's check in with the weather here in Galveston. We are waking up to 73 degrees with 93% humidity and partly cloudy. We are going all the way up to 77 degrees. Scott, you heard that, right? That is your magic number. 77 with 86% humidity and cloudy.
That's the minimum number I need to not fall out of the tree.
Correct. And then there are no ships in today. So where are they? I'm looking at this Regal Princess. It is all the way across here in Portugal. But over here on our side, the Breeze is in Cozumel. The Dream is in Costa Maya. The Jubilee is in Honduras with you guys. The Magic is in Cozumel, and at sea is the Harmony and the Voyager of the Seas. So that's where our ships are located today.
Prima.
No Prima today. Prima, you know, it makes it. Oh, wait a minute. There was a ship in the distance.
That's
There
the
it is.
Jubilee. That's the
Jubilee
sailing into Roatan today.
Like a boss.
Maybe about 30 minutes ago, I captured that from the balcony.
Yeah, I got to show this real quick though. Yeet. That's that Texas star right there on the front.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's an old picture
Texas.
too. I need a new one. Okay. We are all caught up in the chat again, which means that it is now time for Jeremy Goes Bananas. And welcome to Jeremy Goes Bananas, a segment of the show where I attempt to read what happened on this day in history. And today,
Bananas.
Yes. And today is Taco Tuesday, April 16th, the national holiday where the lovebirds got hitched. And let's see what happened on this day also. In 1646, architect Jules Hardouin Massart, who redesigned and expanded the Palace of Versailles, was born in Paris. In 1746, an English army defeated a Scottish force under Charles Edward Stuart at the Battle of Culloden, ending the Jacobite effort to restore the Stuarts to England's throne. That was a mouthful. In 1755, painter Elizabeth Vigée Lebrun, known for her portraits of Queen Marie Antoinette, was born in Paris. French were busy on this day. In 1838, French forces occupied Veracruz, Mexico during the Pastry War. The conflict began after a French pastry cook living near Mexico City claimed that Mexican army officers had damaged his restaurant. Wow. They take food seriously. In 1908, he called in reinforcements. Like, wait a minute, you want to mess up my restaurants? I'm calling in the peoples. Wow. In 1908, Natural Bridges National Monument was formally established in southeastern Utah. And I know that there's Natural Bridge Caverns also close to San Antonio, Texas, too. If you ever get a chance to be down by San Antonio, be sure to visit Natural Bridge Caverns. It's a wonderful place.
Yeah, but the most beautiful natural bridge is in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia.
That's right. Yep. That's right. I agree.
In 1917, Vladimir Lenin ended his 17-year exile and returned to Russia to form a provisional government. In 1922, British author Kingsley Amis, who created in his first novel, Lucky Jim, a comic figure that became a household word in Great Britain in the 1950s, was born. In 1943, Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann discovered the psychedelic properties of LSD, a drug he had synthesized in 1938. So what's wrong with the kids today? There you have it. It already existed. In 1947, American basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who won 5 NBA championships with the Los Angeles Lakers, was born.
Wow.
In 1948, in order to restore the economy of Europe after World War II, 16 European countries formed the Organization for European Economic Cooperation, later the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. In 1962, American journalist Walter Cronkite became the anchor of the CBS Evening News, a position he held for nearly 2 decades, during which time he became known as the most trusted man in America. In 2003, at age 40, Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the best player in the history of basketball,
Yes.
played his last game in the NBA.
The GOAT.
In 2007, in one of the deadliest mass shootings in the United States, 33 people, including the shooter, were killed on the Blacksburg, Virginia campus of Virginia Tech. And finally, on this day in 2014, the South Korean ferry Seawall, traveling from Incheon to Jeju, capsized and sank, killing 304 people, most of whom were high schoolers.
Well, I was thinking that was a banana right there, boy.
I know, but yeah, that will do it for Jeremy Goes Bananas. Yep. Okay, here we go. Let me get caught up in the chat and then we can move on. There are no visitors today, but let me see. Ooh, here we go. Cruise Nut says today is our first filming in Costa Maya. And Najima Brown, welcome in. Hello.
Good morning.
Midlife Travel says happy anniversary to you both. Yes.
Thank you.
It is reason for celebration. Good times. Come on.
Yeah, but like Beth has caught something. We don't know what. She feels completely fine other than she has this nonstop cough that developed a couple of days ago. And it is a terrible, I mean, like it sounds like something between COVID and TB. And I am not exaggerating. I mean, it is unbelievable if you would hear it. And it's happening every couple of minutes. So unfortunately, it's going to put a little bit of damper on the day, but we'll still have a good time. So,
yep. And see, Rob's got my back on this, on the heights thing. Okay, Scott, what if I have a heart attack up there? How will I get down, or who's going to come up and save me?
who cares at that point? If you have a heart attack, man, you're done anyway.
Yep.
I mean, probably, right? Unless you have one like in the waiting room at the ER or something.
Terrible. Just terrible. All right. Well, we are once again caught up in the chat. Let's see what is going on in the cruise and travel industry news.
The Carnival Jubilee is sailing into Roatan. That's what's going on.
All right. And no monkeys are going to be jumping on Scott and Beth today for their anniversary. Sad.
Carnival Cruise Lines addresses loyalty benefit behavior. Loyalty benefits are designed to give extra privileges to the cruise line's most frequent cruisers, and the most sought after benefits of Carnival Cruise Line's VIFP program is the ability to access one's cruise ship cabin right away when boarding the ship. The benefit is also extended to guests who have booked suites, as well as those who purchase the exclusive Faster to the Fun. It must be noted that the benefit is described only as once on board, you will be able to drop your bags in your stateroom until your stateroom is ready. This does not mean that the guests may remain in their cabins from the moment they board the ship. Instead, they do need to be encumbered by toting bags around the ship for lunch, checking in at muster station, and getting oriented before staterooms are made available to everyone. Unfortunately, some travelers misinterpret the benefit, and the confusion can lead to an unpleasant beginning to one's cruise. Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald has issued a reminder to guests, hoping to clarify the benefit and encourage proper use of the privilege. You can go directly to your cabin to drop your bags, your carry-on bags off. Please, can you leave straight away? Heald said. This is essential because before the overall stateroom availability time, usually around 1:30 p.m., cabin attendants and other crew members are very busy turning into over the staterooms, and that they make sure they are cleaned and stocked for the new guests to enjoy. I am asking you on behalf of the crew, who are doing everything they can to make sure the room is ready to the very highest standard. In addition to the stateroom cleaning, crew members may be restocking towels, toiletries, or attending to minor maintenance concerns, such as a broken shower head, a burned out light bulb, or other small tasks that are nonetheless necessary to ensure that every guest has a great cruise. Unfortunately, some passengers prefer to remain in their cabin with this early access despite being asked not to. Heald has noted that different guests have tried a variety of tactics and excuses about why they need to stay in their stateroom. Some have tried to have a shower. Some have tried to unpack, and one gentleman literally decided to show his loyalty card very close up to the housekeeper staff, demanding she leave the cabin, which was yet to be prepared because he needed to take a nap. All of the early access benefits permits guests to do is enter the stateroom, leave their carry-on bag in a safe place before they get started on their cruise vacation fun. Ideally, guests should have just one or two travelers take their bag to the room rather than the whole large family going to the stateroom together. And the bag should be placed out of the way in the closet, under the bed, or in a far corner so that the luggage is not in the way of the cabin attendant's continued work. So very interesting. I do use that benefit as a platinum member of VIFP, but I always, again, just take my stuff there. I usually put my valuables in the safe, put a bag underneath the bed or in the closet as well, and then I make sure I leave. So very interesting. Moving on, and also the inspiration for today's question is: cruise passenger tampers with water bottle by refilling. So now I, just because of my internet connection, I was not able to secure the video. So I do have some screenshots. So I will be putting them up here shortly. So when there's references in the article to the video, I'm sorry, I do not have the video for everybody today. So it says here, a short video clip, just a few seconds, shows a woman refilling an empty 1.5 liter crystal geyser water bottle from her stateroom's bathroom sink. The woman then uses a small bottle of glue to reseal the water bottle cap, puts a fresh cardboard tag from an unopened bottle onto the refilled bottle, and replaces it on the shelf where such bottles are left for guests' convenience to purchase. She is smiling throughout her cleverness and gives a self satisfying thumbs up at the end of the video. The incident was clearly filmed on board a Carnival cruise ship, along with the tag on the water bottle says Carnival, and one of the cruise line's ubiquitous snoozing signs is visible in the background. The color and the decor visible in the video also consistent with Carnival ships, but there is no way to identify the exact vessel. Furthermore, it is unknown whether the video has may have been filmed. The price on the water bottle is listed as $4.25, but the current price as of December 2023 is $4.50. It is possible, however, the onboard price may vary from pre-ordered pricing, or onboard pricing may vary depending on where the ship is sailing. The video, however, has already gained more than 110,000 views. While the video is obviously real, there is no way to know if it is real and whether the tampered bottle was, in fact, left for unsuspecting guests to use on a future sailing. Commenters have pointed out that the woman has had to have purchased at least one of the bottles of water in order to have an empty one to refill, though this is in no way excuses the behavior. So I would say if you know, depending on your loyalty, you do get one bottle for free. So it could have been that she you know, used that bottle or something like that too, and then maybe they replaced it or something. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but again, because of my internet connection, I'm unable to show you the video, but it is disturbing to say the least, but not surprising based on, you know, just some of the things that I have seen people doing on cruise ships lately. What has the world been coming to?
And that's the way the news goes.
Terrible. I saw that video coming through on my IG feed yesterday, and I couldn't believe what I saw. It could be a prank video, because in order to know that you need a water purifier as well as some glue to glue it back on, you had to know that the water bottles exist, and you have to bring it on your second sailing, which entitles her to a free bottle on your second sailing forward.
Yeah, right.
Your first one, you got to pay for it. Second sailing, it's free.
Right.
All the way through the all of Carnival's VIFP loyalty.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is terrible. That's and also I'm wondering how she got the bottle to be full by just simply running it under the bathroom faucet, because the depth of the, I mean, it's a very tall bottle, and there's no way that you're going to be able to fill up that whole thing by just simply using.
Agreed. Maybe she used the cup and topped it off or something. I'm not sure. The article doesn't go into that detail, but I can say this too. You have to go really super far back into my channel, but I have a video from the very early days of my channel of the water coming out of a Carnival faucet onto a washcloth in a very short time, turns that washcloth brown. Okay. So, I mean, I haven't tested it in a while, so I don't know if that is still a problem, but that is definitely not water you want to be putting into your body.
Cruise Nut says Scott might be eating steak dinner on room service. Sorry, bro. Prayers for Beth to get better.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. And Mike and Rihanna says, hope Beth gets better soon.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for that reminder for everybody to smash the like button. Midlife Travels. And okay, yeah, here's some more clues, I suppose, as to what this secret cruise is. Cruising on the High Season Travel says, well, thanks for all the hope, Scott. I guess I better get booking and book a cruise with me, as the other 3 on the panel have already cruised with me already before I go. So when do I expect to have you on a cruise with me?
I don't know. Like, I don't really have that many cruises booked at this point. I have a very busy summer with many other projects, as well as my other channel. So I don't know. Maybe sometime in late this year or early next year, possibly.
And
Not
here,
sure.
midlife goes again with the switches. First of all, that is gross. Find her and ban her, and then send her my way, because I have braided 3 switches together and waiting on her. Wow. And here we go. PK Adventure Travel says, wow, some people, shaking my head. But this just goes to show the constant battle from guests and cruise lines over bringing drinks and water on board instead of paying crazy money for cheap water they provide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And let's see. Cruising on the High Season Travel says, okay, I might have asked this one before, but if I'm sailing with you, Scott, same stateroom, do we both get a free bottle or just one of us? Both of us would be red in this example. Both.
Okay. Before I answer that, okay, I would have to say that there is no scenario or situation that I am ever sharing a stateroom with anyone, okay, other than my wife.
Yeah. Globe's Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Stop it.
Good morning.
I knew exactly what you were going to say.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, no, not anything against you personally, Rob, or whatever. I'm just saying that I can't answer that question because I can't fathom such a scenario.
But
So.
yes, if you are red cruiser on Carnival, you both get one. I was red and baby was gold. We both got one for sure. And then we re-gifted it to people because that is way too big of a water. Oh my God.
Cabin swap.
Yeah,
I don't know what y'all talking
Cruise
about.
nuts.
But,
that's Rob brought this sharing the cabin stuff up. That was just Rob.
but
Only
Captain
Rob.
said something too.
I
It was
know.
funny.
I know.
It was funny.
Cruise Nut says, okay, Scott, the bee farming is pretty cool and interesting. Looking forward to seeing more videos on the topic. Thanks. And I know you're waiting to get back to your girls. You're muted. And whenever you make it back.
I said thank you. I appreciate that, Cruise.
Yes. So we're looking forward to that too.
Hannah had one more thing to say last night. She said, does he name them? I want one to be named Hannah.
Listen, I don't name them, but I do talk to them.
Okay. That'll work.
That obviously doesn't, it has no bearing on you know what I mean? But but I do talk to them, but and many beaks do talk to their bees, but and I am very anxiously looking forward to getting back to them. So
I thought that was funny. I don't know what went on in the news, but whatever it was.
Oh, that's that lady that changed out the Carnival water and purified it and glued the top back on, which leads us to Scott's question of the day, which is, should refilling water bottles lead to a cruise line ban?
Yeah. So before I just want to say this to you, Cheryl, and you can tell this to Hannah, right? Many beekeepers do name their queens because obviously they're unique enough that you can identify them from all the tens of thousands of bees that exist in the colony. So they do name their queens often, and I am definitely willing to name one of my queens Hannah.
Nice.
We're gonna let her tell when she comes home.
So on to the question of the day. And so this is a tough one for me, right? Because sometimes I think to myself, certain behavior just really, you think to yourself, if if that's something that person would do, what else would they do? You know, and you kind of think to yourself, you got to nip those kinds of people in the bud already, So, it's a tough one for me. I'm thinking probably not a ban for such a thing, but I don't know. If I thought about it more, maybe, but at this point, probably not a ban, but definitely should not get away with just a slap on the wrist either. Not sure what that penalty should be, but probably not a ban. Maybe not a lifetime ban. Maybe like a temporary ban, right? Like maybe like no cruises for a year or something.
Oh my God, I'd be shaking.
Eddie?
I don't know, just wait, man. Anything is possible. It's like the idiots at a supermarket picking up the ice cream, licking it, and putting the lid back on and putting it back in the machine. I don't know. People like that. I just feel like, okay, no punishment, but I will smack him in the head, and I will tie him up and put him overboard or something. Just to freak him out.
Wow, shark food.
Right.
I will do something scary that they'll forget to ever do that crap again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just people are gonna do it no matter what until they get caught. Then they're in denial that they were not doing it. Some people think that they had the right to do so because they're getting charged for something extra or whatever the deal is. I mean, if you can afford that, I mean, just don't go cruising then. Go do something else.
Yeah.
Don't bring your nasty crap with you to something you don't want to be involved with. Don't be a schmuck.
Especially since a hot glue gun, hot glue, water purifier, and all of that costs way more than the cost of the water to begin with. I mean, a ban should definitely take place because people have to learn that messing with other people's food and water is unacceptable across the board. You can't mess with other people's water and food and expect to get away with it. People get fired from their jobs all the time for messing with food. So yeah, fired. Don't come back. That's what that means.
That's a hard thing.
Not
No,
hard
it's not
for me.
hard because if I found the water that had been tampered with, I would have been upset.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. But that's also, that is a pro tip. Pro tip, go get that water from a bar.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We get our free waters from the bar. We never, ever, and have never touched that water in the stateroom ever. We have never done that. We always go.
I have never touched that big tall bottle in the stateroom either.
Never.
Ever.
So. We leave them alone and we go get our free ones from the atrium bar. That's one of our things. And I was just about to speak on that water over your shoulder there, good sir.
Well, this is more yacht club.
Yeah, that's the yacht club water.
Listen, I got this in Colombia, right? And this is absolutely fantastic.
Coconut.
Okay.
Is that's
Lemonada de coco, which is basically coconut lemonade, and I had never heard of it before. It is fantastic.
Yeah,
and 2 of these massive bottles was the USD equivalent to $1.22. Not $1.22 a piece, $1.22 for both of them.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
And everything else was very similarly priced. It was just it was absolute slap your face evidence of how expensive it is to live in the United States versus some other country, right? So, and before anybody says anything about it, Colombia is hardly a third. I mean, like, compared to the US, the entire world is third world, but they are hardly savages, right? They have a beautiful country. They have amazing cities, and they are incredible people. And they seem to have an attitude towards their fellow man quite different than we do in the US.
Nice.
So,
Captain Billy J says Scott takes to the bees about the birds and talks to the bees about the birds and the trees and the flowers and the trees.
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. Yeah.
Yep.
That's cute.
I'm usually, the first thing I say to them usually is, okay, be nice to me today, ladies. I'm just here to help.
Cruise Nuts would do the same thing. It says, I would be like nice bee, sweet bee. Don't sting me, bee. Thank you, bee.
Thank you.
Yep, that's usually the first thing I'm saying to them is, I'm just be nice to me today. I'm just here to help.
Just here to help. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation has made it in. Hello, welcome in.
What's up?
And let's see. Question, Mike and Rihanna. How long have you been a beekeeper?
Oh wow.
Well, this would be my 4th year beekeeping. So unfortunately, I had to give my bees up because of some dispute that I had with the township I live in, and it took me a while to find to secure appropriate and adequate land elsewhere. However, I have done that this year, so that's why I'm getting back to it. So so it's actually be my 4th year beekeeping. However, I studied beekeeping for 2 years prior to getting into it, so I know a great deal about beekeeping.
Nice. Captain Billy J says, if Eddie was a bee, I'd tell him to buzz off. Wow.
Captain says he has those.
I know.
one-liners.
Hashtag cement shoes in Brooklyn. What is that all about? Let's talk about it. Come on, Eddie. Let's hear all about it. What's going on with the cement shoes?
That comes from the mafia stories. When there's a construction, people tend to disappear.
Right.
Apparently, they got themselves some cement shoes and went into their foundation.
And a trip to the East River, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Midlife Travel says, Scott, I can't wait to purchase your honey. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait now. I probably will not get any honey this year. It just depends. I might. It just really just depends on the bees. But should I successfully overwinter my colonies, there will be tons of honey next year.
Nice. Midlife Travel says that's why the cruise line should allow my switches on board. She's ready to come whoop somebody's butt, man. You gotta watch out for shit. Wow. The Z Show Cruise Fund made it in. Good morning, content creators. Happy Tuesday. Everybody going to eat some peach cobbler today. It's been a great day so far in the great state of
Texas.
And just a programming note, Primetime is back for all of Z's fans. We talked about it last week, and he loves Primetime. He loves doing it. So I know everybody's invited. He would love to have you. Just I'm going to take this opportunity. Z, I have been getting your links. I do appreciate you sending them. I'm sorry because I'm on this cruise and this and that and everything else that I've just not been able to find a time. But please keep sending me those links because I promise you at some point it's going to work out, and I would love to be back on the show with you and join you for one of your primetime episodes. So, we'll make it happen at some point here, man. Will G says, my wife is Colombian. Been there many times. Scott is correct.
Yeah, just absolutely fantastic place. Great people. And quite a different standard of living for sure. So,
and I think Cruise Nuts has a good window into it. It says Colombia has the best coffee and cocaine too. So I hear.
I don't know about that, but I can tell you this, right? They have some pretty darn expensive coffee.
I know,
right? Okay. And back by popular request, the Z Show Cruise Fund wants to see the bee dance. Well, we don't have a bee dance just yet. You might be able to catch one on the unlikely beak, perhaps one day, in the event that his bees go rogue. But in the meantime and in between time, let's see Scott get down. And see, Rob, you might be a little wrong about this one, because that's how you be awesome on YouTube right there, is you just let it flow. Let it ride and dance till you can't dance no more. This is, I'm studying how to be awesome YouTuber just like Jeremy and Sheryl. Aw.
Well, thank you, Lucky.
Edna's World has made it in. Hello, welcome
Good morning.
in.
Good morning.
And let's see who else has made it in. Oh, on this sailing, which one was your favorite port? That is a good question.
Oh, yeah.
Colombia. Yeah,
Colombia.
Colombia was definitely my favorite. Yep. So, because I mean, it's such a well, it was specifically Cartagena is where we went. So the city of Cartagena. So, and I mean, it was just a really great experience. It was well rounded, and it wasn't just, kind of being on a tour bus and being kind of stuck in that, kind of safe or bubble environment. And we were given plenty of time to walk off into the city on our own as well. In between the segments of the car rides and the walking tour that was actually guided and stuff like that or whatever. So, and then of course we were on the bus both ways as well. Got to see the new city and the old city. And then of course we spent time in part of the old city, which is called the city behind the wall. So only part of the old city is actually walled in, but it was just a really great experience. Walked off on our own. Never felt, we were never worried or concerned about anything. And it was just so beautiful. And the people were so friendly. And, there was a little bit of a gross thing we saw. There was this guy standing over in the corner. He had all these pigeons around him. And we thought it started out really cool. I thought, oh, wow, look at all these pigeons on this guy and stuff like that or whatever. The only gross part about it is that he had put whatever food they feed the pigeons, he had put in his mouth, and the pigeons were eating it out of his mouth. And that was a little bit gross, right? And I have that on video. So that was a little bit gross, but otherwise it was a pretty cool experience to see, something like that. And definitely not something I see in other places or in the US. So, but it was definitely our favorite port was Colombia, or Cartagena, Colombia. And we also really, really enjoyed Costa Rica, which was the day before yesterday. We had just a fantastic time. We saw howler monkeys and two-toed sloths and three-toed sloths. Apparently there's two different types, two-toed and three-toed. We saw them both. We saw caimans and crocodiles and just all kinds of other stuff. And it was just fantastic. Our guide was amazing. We learned all about like bananas and stuff like that and everything. So apparently they have this special bag they put over the banana bunches on the trees. They're blue, and they will allow the bananas to breathe and to still grow and cultivate, but it prevents any, like insects or animals or even humans getting in and kind of messing with it. It prevents the banana from ripening as well. So, and then that way they can just pull that whole thing off and, and ship it out and stuff like that. And there's two different types. Obviously there's bananas that are meant for export, as well as bananas that are meant for the local population to consume. And we were told that the quality difference is quite significant, which is, unfortunate. But so anyway, so just a really great experience we had in Costa Rica as well. But we really enjoyed Cartagena, Colombia.
Nice. Yep. Okay. Here is a dance update. Cruising on the High Season Travel says, let's be straight up. Scott's dance is way better than Drunk Rob's dance. But don't you all worry. Every Drunk Rob will be making loads more and might do a showdown one day against Scott.
Maybe.
A real dance.
Yes. And Captain Billy J has a new hashtag, mouth feed the birds.
Whoa.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that was. I mean, my wife she was like, "Oh my god!" She was like losing it, like just could
That would be
not
gross.
believe it. Oh man, it was, and it wasn't like one. It was like they were like, uh,
Yep.
yeah.
And thank you for this encouraging comment, midlife. It says, I want to thank you all, Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl, and Scott, for what you do each morning. You put a smile on my face and you encourage me to work harder for my channel. Thanks a bunch and love you guys.
Mwah.
It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. We got to
What
go.
is
Thank you for taking the time to come and hang out with us.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yes.
We appreciate each and every one of you. We talk about it like in our pre-shows and our after shows, and just in general, we talk about how amazing you all are to be here
Yes.
and to support us. You know, and to engage not only with us but with each other in the chat and stuff as well. You know, we really, really do appreciate it. So
Yes, we do.
And you guys are the reason why we keep it going. You know,
Yep.
It is.
That's one of the reasons why when Paul stopped doing the list, I decided to pick it up
Pick it up. Yeah.
because to keep giving you guys support also because you guys give us support. And until he decides to take it back, I'm gonna try to keep doing it as much as I can.
Yep.
Yes.
And Cruise Nut says, you might have seen my brother if you've seen a holler monkey. LOL.
Mm.
I mean, I'm tried to get audio of the Howler Monkeys. I've never heard anything like that sound before. I tried to get audio of it. Unfortunately, there was just so much talking going on and stuff like
Right.
that from all the fellow passengers and stuff like that that were on the excursion. I don't know if I got it well enough to isolate it, but I'll be reviewing it when I get home with more powerful equipment and see if I can isolate it. And if I can, I'll play it one morning here on the morning show. It's really something. If you were out on your own and you heard that, you might be freaked out by it because it was pretty startling.
Yep. Just like one day in the backyard, we had this bird that sounded like a dying dog or something. It was loud. Went all the way from Moody Gardens to here,
Over here.
inside the house. So yeah, that was
Wow.
loud. Yep. And Mike and Reyes says, thank you, Eddie, for providing the list every day. And speaking of the list, who is coming on for the remainder of the day on YouTube? Good, sir.
And here we go. Following us at around noon each time will be Mayhem and Miracles with Masha. 12:15 p.m. Eastern today will be Scratching Pete. 1 p.m. Eastern Venture Cast. 2 p.m. Live with Marlene. 5 p.m. Tubert Chat. 6 p.m. Buddy Biggs 1000 celebration with a special guest. Also, he finally made the 1,000 on subscribers.
That's
Give Buddy
wonderful.
Biggs, yeah.
Yes.
And
Also
what is
at also at 6 p.m. Destination Fun. Bama is sliding in at 7 p.m. tonight with a live also. Coach Cruise at 8. 9 p.m. will be Ocean to Ocean Travel, and closing the night at 10 p.m. tonight will be Nautical Nurse Nancy.
All right.
And let me tell you about Buddy Biggs. I started watching Buddy Biggs. He would go to a stream, pick up rocks, or he would ride his bike. And there you have it.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
it doesn't matter what you're doing on YouTube as long as you do it with the intent of entertaining others.
and what did you see this morning? You didn't understand. What was that this morning?
What, on YouTube?
Yes. Oh
it
my
was
God.
something different.
It was, and it was so funny. And Jeremy said he's got 200 and some odd K subscribers. What was that?
Oh, he was. It was a cruise. It was a cruise vlogger.
Oh yes, we just saw that.
The day one embarkation video is him driving through rain from Houston into Galveston, talking the whole time, and I mean super duper country.
Yeah.
Super duper country, cameras everywhere. It's shaky footage, and it's just.
And he got 200 and some odd K
subs,
not
views, subs.
Subs.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, he's put a lot of work into his channel, you know, and we're over here all trying to be professional with lighting and stuff like that. Sometimes people just want to see you. They want to see your dog walking. They want to see how you're living. They want to see you, because there are a lot of cruise vloggers out there, but no one has heard it from your perspective just yet, unless you are a creator.
That's right.
You know, and you could really do some things here on this platform. There's nobody looking over your shoulder. You know, it's just a wonderful place to be, to share your thoughts, your ideas, and everything about what's going on in the world. You know, and I encourage anybody who doesn't have a channel to pick up a camera, start recording, make it funky, make it entertaining, and put it out there and see how far it goes.
And be you.
And be yourself.
But wait a minute though. But there is a flip side to that. There is a flip side to that though, because people will not watch if what you're putting out is garbage. Okay, if what you're putting out is garbage, people will click off, because people have a super short attention span and even less tolerance for something that they do not find value in.
Right.
So, you know, or if they want the information you have, but they can't get past, you know, I don't know, like a dog barking in the background or some other type of noise or something else, even if it's not intentional.
Right.
Yep.
Production quality is also very, very important when you're doing a YouTube channel. So yes, I mean, I agree with what you said, absolutely. But at the same time, that, you know, don't take it as, you know, a sign or encouragement that, you know, you can just be as, you know, as unprofessional and terrible as you can be and expect it to take off.
Right.
You know?
And I don't know how this guy's thing took off. I really, really don't. I'm going to go back and watch some more of his stuff, because it was like, seriously? And I'm sitting here watching it.
I think you just answered your own question. People are watching out of sheer curiosity
to see how far it's going to go. Yeah, and he was getting on the breeze.
It was a breeze cruise vlog. We were just interested because, you know, he was doing a lot of driving, and I'm thinking that the driving was going to end pretty soon, but we just kept it going.
We just kept looking.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was pretty good. Anyway, guys, y'all be encouraged. Take care of each other out there. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Scott and Beth, hey, have a wonderful anniversary. I'm gonna run this graphic one more again before we get out of here. You guys have the best day ever. Okay.
And Beth, I love you.
All right. Yes. All righty, guys. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Good morning.
Bye.